Those were the days, Junior. Those were the days.
And they've fond memories.
I don't know about you, but I still love it.
I do too.
And I know you do.
I do. Well, my mother gave me my first store-bought skis when I was 10 or 11. Before that, I skied barrel staves.
I'm Jerry Warren. I'm the director of skiing at Sundance. And before that, I was the assistant director with Junior Vanus at Snowbird.
It's been quite a few years, and it's been quite a ride in watching the industry change so much.
I heard about Junior from Warren Miller movies. It was like, oh my gosh, amazing skiers. This is what I want to do. Hopefully someday I'll be able to get to that level. My name is Peter Mandler. I'm the founder of Wasatch Adaptive Sports.
Peter came to Snowbird, and he came to our office, and he was interviewed by me and possibly Jerry.
And then when he started to just talk about his love of skiing and his love of people, then it became really a no-brainer for us to hire Peter.
When I approached Junior and Jerry, I felt there was a need for, children and adults with disabilities to experience the same thing we're experiencing.
And our main philosophy is to make sure they have an enjoyable experience on the snow. And it gives them an opportunity to get out into a totally different environment and experience something they usually never would get a chance to experience in that skiing.
And how that would happen, to get somebody on skis on that big mountain. And Peter came in with the kindness and the love and all the answers and everything, and just said, Junior, I can make this happen. I can make this happen.
It's kind of slippery down here.
And then we'll get the chairlift, huh?
Yeah, and then the chairlift is pretty fun.
The first clinic I ever had was actually Junior gave a clinic to all our instructors. Most of them that were out of the mountain school, and he said, just remember one thing, you're here to teach skiing whether they have a disability or not. So it's all the same. All the mechanics are the same, the fundamentals are the same, the skills are the same. You just have to adapt a little bit to the equipment.
And then within 3 or 4 years, my gosh, he had such a big following.
It almost got to be an emotional report. We work really hard in just regular ski school and snowboard business to have the impact on our guests that Peter had.
I love teaching skiing, and I love teaching people that have a disability or might have an issue with something, to get them experience something that they didn't think they could really experience. If you've been in a wheelchair, your whole life, all of a sudden you get that feeling of motion going down the hill, which you've maybe never experienced before on flat terrain or in a wheelchair, or the wind blowing through your hair, or the snow blowing in your face. It's just a tremendous feeling, and that's what we try to bring out in all of our students. And maybe they'll come back and see me maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road. So, do you remember me? Oh, I do, yeah. Well, you've introduced me to a sport that I just love, and you've changed my life, and now I'm an attorney that's working with disability rights, which is a true story. And so it's a great reward.
Yeah, look down the hill earlier. Look down earlier. Now look the other way. There you go. Now look the other way.
I'm Phil Jorgensen, and I've been skiing with Wasatch Adaptive Sports since the winter of '92-'93. I grew up my whole life being told, oh, you can't do this or you can't do that, kind of thing. And then to be able to find something where I can get outside and be active and actually get good at it means more than anybody can understand, I think, unless they've been in my position. I'm so thankful for Peter and for Wasatch Adaptive Sports, because learning to ski has helped me to push myself to do things that I never thought were possible.